Welcome to this explainer. Look, we're going to take that interview anxiety you might be feeling right now and turn it into total, absolute confidence. We are tackling what has basically become the modern workplace's trickiest, most intimidating interview question. If you are job hunting, you absolutely need to be prepared for this one.
Picture this for a second. You've got an interview tomorrow morning. You've prepared flawlessly. You brushed up on all your technical skills, your resume is totally updated, and you're sitting there feeling great. And then the recruiter leans in and drops this exact question. For so many candidates, their confidence just falls off a cliff. They start panicking, thinking, I've never built an AI app, or I used ChatGPT once to write a funny poem, or just, I have absolutely no idea what to say right now. Honestly, so many highly qualified people lose out on amazing roles simply because they freeze up right here.
Okay, let's dive into our playbook for today. We're covering 6 quick areas: decoding the AI question, the STAR method approach, and then we'll run through specific examples for office administration, warehouse management, and IT support before wrapping up with the golden rule. Starting off with Section 1, decoding the AI question. The number one reason candidates fail this isn't because they don't know enough about artificial intelligence, it's actually because they completely misunderstand what the recruiter is really asking. There is a massive disconnect here. When they ask if you've used AI, they are absolutely not asking if you can code ChatGPT from scratch or if you know how to train complex machine learning models. Most companies, they don't expect that at all. What they really want to know boils down to just 3 simple things. First, are you willing to learn? Tech changes every single year, and companies want people who adapt, not folks who fight change. Second, can you improve productivity? If one person takes 4 hours to write a report and someone else uses AI responsibly to knock it out in 1, that second person is creating huge value. And third, they want problem solvers who treat AI as just another everyday tool, kind of like how we use Excel, Google, or email. All right, moving to Section 2, the STAR method approach. Knowing what they want, how do we avoid the obvious traps? Well, the first trap is just saying no. Do that, and the conversation ends. You instantly look resistant to modern tools. The second trap is saying yes, but then following it up with, oh, I use ChatGPT for everything. That is way too vague, and frankly, it sounds a little lazy. Recruiters want specific, real-world examples. So let's build the perfect response using the STAR method. You probably know it. Usually stands for situation, task, action, and result. But for this specific interview question, we're upgrading that action to an AI action. You set the scene, explain the task you had to do, tell them exactly how you used an AI tool to tackle it, and then hit them with the positive result. Let's look at Section 3, example, office administration. Let's get out of theory and put this into practice. Imagine you're an admin, and every single morning you walk into 20 detailed emails waiting for you. Complex customer complaints, meeting invites, all needing really careful professional replies.
This illustrates the exact productivity value recruiters are desperate to see. Think about it. Before AI, you'd read every email, type a response from scratch, run grammar checks, and manually send them out. That's easily 2 hours of your morning gone. But with AI, you just ask the tool to summarize it and draft a polite reply. Bam, a solid first draft in seconds. You review it, tweak it, and hit send. You literally just cut a 2-hour repetitive chore down to 45 minutes.
You can honestly use this exact script in your next interview. Why does it crush it? Because it sounds incredibly practical, it's honest, and it perfectly nails every step of that framework. It sets the situation, explains the AI action of drafting, highlights the crucial human element of reviewing it, and finishes with a phenomenal result: faster response times. Section 4, example, warehouse management. Let's switch gears completely to a totally different industry. Say you're a warehouse manager. Every month, you've got this grueling inventory check. You spend a whole day just staring at screens, cross-referencing massive Excel sheets to figure out what's running out of stock. The contrast here is night and day. The old way is a full day of manual analysis. The AI way? You simply upload the inventory report and ask it to flag products likely to run out based on historical sales. It highlights the items and instantly recommends reorder quantities. Notice what's happening here, though. The AI is not replacing the manager. Instead, it's empowering them to make faster, incredibly data-driven purchasing decisions. Pay close attention to how this script emphasizes human oversight while still showing off the AI's analytical power. You're basically telling the recruiter, hey, I know how to use this tool to save a whole day's worth of manual labor, but I'm still the expert steering the ship and making the final call. Next up, Section 5, example, IT support. Let's say a user submits a ticket saying their laptop is just crawling. In the past, you might have spent hours Googling,
digging through obscure tech forums, watching YouTube tutorials, and testing random fixes one at a time.
Now, instead of all that, you describe this specific problem to an AI assistant and instantly get this comprehensive troubleshooting checklist. It covers everything from checking startup programs to scanning for malware and updating drivers. It acts like a super fast sounding board, giving you a structured path to diagnose the issue without wasting hours on preliminary research. But there is a catch here.
You absolutely must always validate AI recommendations. Never, ever blindly trust it. AI can hallucinate, it can give completely outdated advice, and recruiters are actively listening for your commitment to verifying its output. They need to know you use it as an assistant, not a crutch.
So you tell them this. Using the word validate in your answer is literally the golden ticket to proving you're a responsible, meticulous pro. It proves you value speed and efficiency, for sure, but never at the expense of accuracy or system safety.
Which perfectly leads us into Section 6, the Golden Rule. This idea of human validation, it's a universal truth for this interview question. It applies absolutely everywhere, whether you're in a highly technical role, a creative space, or even if you're just entering the workforce for the very first time. Take digital marketing, for instance. You might need to write Facebook ads, LinkedIn posts, and a blog article. AI can bust through writer's block, generate ideas, and spit out first drafts, saving you hours of agonizing over a blank page. But the marketer has to take ownership of editing that final content. You have to fact-check it and tweak it to match the company's unique voice. The AI is the engine, but you are the driver.
Now, what if you're totally new? What if you literally have zero professional experience? You can use this exact approach to beautifully show off your initiative and continuous learning mindset. By casually dropping specific tools you've explored on your own time, like using them to organize your study notes or tighten up your resume, you prove you're proactive. You take a potential negative and flip it into a massive positive.
As we wrap up this explainer, I really want you to burn this concept into your memory. Do not try to impress the interviewer by pretending you're some AI engineer building neural networks in your basement. Companies today just want professionals who leverage modern tools to deliver better results efficiently and safely. Show them you work faster, you think better, and you're always hungry to learn.
So think deeply about how you can adapt the scripts we covered today to your specific industry. Because if you internalize this framework, you will never dread this question again. The only question left is, will you let AI be the reason you lose the job or the exact reason they hire you?